And it's softball action on Central Illinois Sports today. Good afternoon, everyone. John Hull and myself, Jack Hull, alongside today in what should be a dandy contest as the Pikeland Lady Braves, who were supposed to host the Hornets of Brown County, but Brown County's got some restrictions right now with COVID. So the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves have made their way here, and two teams that have got a lot of players that have played together in summer ball a lot of years, and this ought to be a dandy contest. Glad you've joined us today on Central Illinois Sports. Mortgage rates have fallen. It's a great time to check your rate for refinance. You may be able to drop the rates, drop some years off your term, and take cash out of your equity. Contact Damon Emmerich, loan officer at Great Rivers Bank today to learn more. Call 217-285-4404 or visit greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Thank you to Damon and Great Rivers Bank for being our pregame sponsor. Our scoreboard sponsor today is Trash Queen, offering affordable residential and commercial trash service, roll-off dumpsters to Pike, Scott, and Morgan County. Call to learn more at 217-320-4320. It is the Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Let him help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon today at 285-4404. It's the Braves of Pikeland and the Wolves of Pleasant Hill doing battle today. A 5-2 record so far for Ryan Lowe's squad, and I do believe 4-0 is the mark for the Lady Braves. They may be 5-0. We missed a game or two of that. This is the pregame show. Infield being taken now. We'll get ready for the broadcast. Call your friends and neighbors and tell them to tune in on Central Illinois Sports on YouTube. Back with more on the Great Rivers Bank Damon Emmerich Loan Officer pregame show after these.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up. For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
You can plan for most things in your life, but being sick isn't one of them. That's why Illini Express has expanded hours so your family can get the care you require. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Illini Express can see patients 18 months and older, no appointment necessary. When you can't wait to feel better, Illini Express is here for you. Located on the square in Pittsfield. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank Damon Emmerich Loan Officer pregame show. You know, you can really get great help for financing for your home or refinancing for an auto loan, residential, whatever you might need. Call Damon Emmerich at 285-4404. Great Rivers Bank right here in Pittsfield. They've got another location in Liberty and one in Barry, of course. And they may have more locations than that. I'm going to have to check with them one of these days on that. They're just growing all the time. I'll have to ask Bob and the gang about that, and Coy and all of them. We appreciate them and their pregame show sponsorship. Well, these are two squads that you are going to hear a lot of familiar names. You're going to be missing Ryan Lowe's daughter, of course, as one of those key components of those teams that played in the Midwest Regionals, and we're trying to get to the Nationals, and we're just a game away with Ohio beating them. And then Ohio, I think, went ahead and won the national championship the last time these girls played. But Ava Wombles, who's on the mound for the Pleasant Hill squad, along with Miss Emma Henry for the Pikeland squad were both on those teams, as was Grace Henry and many others. Tori Steinball, I do believe, might have been one of those people that played on that team.
I believe so.
And Peebles and others. But Taylor Peebles, we know she played. But some of the Pleasant Hill people, like young Miss Winchell, who's doing the catching today in McKenna, and others, and we'll try to bring you a good broadcast today of these two squads. You know, Geared Up Custom Apparel and Awards does ask you a question. Does your business or organization need custom apparel, from T-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets? Maybe trophies and plaques? Geared Up has the gear you need. Visit WeGearYouUp.com or call 217-473-6290 to learn more. And, you know, if you've got a business and you'd like to have some T-shirts for your business or a fundraiser, the guys at Geared Up, John and Charlie, can do a great job for you there, too. Also, Illini Express is here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older with no appointment necessary. Learn more about the services offered at Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.com. The infield's over for both teams. We'll take a break as we get ready for the Pikeland Lady Braves and the Lady Wolves of Pleasant Hill. Stay tuned. More comes your way after these.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice. Have confidence that what you are putting in your engine is not only going to get you there, but take you further. When you choose FS, you can be confident you are maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Cascom offers fiber optic services to your business needs with a local 24/7 support. Whether you are a small or large-sized business, Cascom has the correct level of broadband and services you need to help grow and be successful. There will be no time for downtime when you are trying to be reliable for your business. Upgrade business needs today and call Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
The team at Pike County Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in west central Illinois and northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate.
You know, Bowler's Universe is going to have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. We know that Wednesdays they have Fiesta Day. Tacos 3 for $5. Quesadillas $5. Loaded nachos. Thursdays the buy one get one wings and appetizers. I've been reading this Friday craft beer pizza 14-inch for $12.50 and 18-inch for $16.50 on Friday and Saturday. Well, we had it the other night. Craft beer crust, and it was delicious. We had the barbecue chicken and the chicken bacon ranch. Those are the 2 things that Thomas and Kathy wanted, and I just held on and went, boy, that sounds good to me. I'll give them a try. They are delicious. I know they've got them on special on Friday and Saturday, but they may have them other days too. Don't forget Labor Day. They are starting their leagues. Why don't you call them at 217-285-6913 for more information. Pleasant Hill will have Caitlin Barrowman playing third base and leading off. McKenna Winchell will be behind the plate and catching and batting second. Ava Womble's on the rubber today, pitching and batting third. Maddie Sidwell plays shortstop and bats cleanup. Sadie Schultes is the first baseman. She'll bat fifth. Lily McElfresh is the center fielder. She'll bat sixth. Allie Netzel is the designated player. She'll bat for the flex, who is also the right fielder in Abby Henderson. The second baseman is Reese McKinnon. She'll bat eighth. And Callie Toohill is the left fielder. She'll bat ninth. As we look around the infield, it's Tori Stanball at first base today. Must have a little illness on the team. And then Kinley Gerard is playing second. The shortstop is McKinley Walston, third baseman Taylor Peebles. Aaron Rivera is in left field. Kelsey Friesmeyer in center. Carly Patterson in right field. And the battery mates, the twins, Grace Henry behind the plate and Emma Henry on the mound. It is the Midwest Snowy Twins, I always like to call them. And they've got the ice and the sticky off of their hands today as they're ready to get things rolling and make it happen. It ought to be a good time today between these two teams because they both got good pitching. And I think we'll have a defensive battle today.
That's what Emma should have done the other day. Jack, she should have just brought some syrup with her. She could have dipped her fingers in it, got them nice and stickied up there.
I don't know if you want it quite like that, but rosin's not a bad idea. Well, we're ready to get things underway. And the throw down to second by Grace Henry was on the money. Here comes Caitlin Barrowman. She wears the number 32. She is the third baseman. Long ponytail in the back, all braided up. I wish I could do that. And she
You'd
is
look nice with a braided
off,
ponytail.
batting from the right side with Winchell waiting on deck. Henry and Henry on the mound and behind the plate. We're ready to get things rolling here today between Pleasant Hill and the Pikeland Lady Braves. Swing and a miss on strike one on the rise ball in an 0-1 count. Jeremy Wombles coaches at first base. Third base coach is Ryan Lowe for this Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves softball squad. 5-2 on the season. Next one is a little bit high, and the count is 1-1 strike, I do believe. Nope, she says 2 strikes. Didn't get a hand signal on the strike, did you, John?
No.
No balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out. People's playing long way in. Little foul ball off to the right side, hits the screen, and Grace Henry will run it down, and we'll do it all over again. No balls, 2 strikes the count on the leadoff hitter, Caitlin Barrowman. Outfield playing a little bit shallow and straight away, as is the infield. The next down low for a ball, and the count is 1-2 strikes. Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. A lot of pressure on both these teams because they know each other so well, I think. The next rise ball is high, and the count is 2-2 strikes. For the most part, the Pikeland Lady Braves have kind of won it their way. They said this would be a good challenge for them, as would Brown County have been. They've got a nice team, too. The pitch, ground ball, no. Foul tip right back to the catcher, and a swing and a miss, and strike 3. I don't know why I thought that ball was heading out towards fair territory, but it just tipped off the bat. And here comes McKenna Winchell, 33 is her number. She catches, probably one of the taller softball catchers you're going to find. This young lady is stretched out and very tall young lady. First pitch, down low for a ball and a 1-ball, no strike count. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. No score on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen 217-320-4320. John Hull alongside running the camera and doing the color, and I'm Jack Hull. Now a line drive hit towards the shortstop. It's a base hit as it gets by her and gets by the outfielders. Not a real good pursuit angle that time. They'll get it back in and miss the cutoff man, and McKenna goes all the way to third, so we'll give her a double, and then she goes to third on the throw. And that was one of those times where if the outfielders would have cut it off, but she hit it on the nose, but Walston had no chance of making the play. It was hit to her throwing hand, and so she's just 60 foot away from pay dirt. And here comes Ava Womble. She's the pitcher. Where's the number 1? Pleasant Hill wanting to get on top right off the bat, and boy, McKenna Winchell made it happen. She hit that ball on the nose. First pitch in there for strike 1, and that was the thing that Emma Henry didn't do with the first 2 batters, is get that first strike and get ahead where you can kind of maneuver a little bit differently. She had to come in to McKenna Winchell, and she made her pay for it that time. The next pitch, little rise ball, ground ball, third base, down the line. That's going to go for extra bases. That'll score a run. And it appears that Womble is on the sprint. They get the cutoff. Now here comes the throw. It's going to be too late, and she's going to have an inside the park home run, John. Yep, I don't know what else you could call that. And Wombles hits it all the way to the fence. A little late getting it in, and that's a home run, and it's 2-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard.
Hit just inside the left, or the first, excuse me, how about
Third
the
base?
third base bag? And bounced about 3 hops to the fence, and not a lot of chance to do anything there.
Yeah, you got to really cut that off quick because these girls are going to run. They're going to try to put the pressure on you, and they're going to play very aggressively. 1 out. Now the cleanup hitter, and Maddie Sidwell, who wears the number 14, bats from the right side. Henry delivers the first. It's in there for strike 1. Strike. You don't hear many umpires say that, you know?
Why not?
Strike.
Did you say that?
No.
Oh, okay.
He. Boys are practicing across the way. They'll play Camp Point Central tomorrow, and we'll travel for that one. That one's down low, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. I come into this game thinking, you know, that Pleasant Hill's probably the favored team. They've been to state the last couple of years, and a lot of these girls played on that team.
Yep.
Maddie Sidwell, another very tall young lady in junior high. Next pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2-0 in the top of the first inning in favor of the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves in the early going here. Henry steps back and delivers the next. It's a rise ball, and she gets a strikeout. Her second strikeout of the ball game. 2 outs with nobody on after the home run by Ava Wombles, and here comes Sadie Schultes. 22 is her number, Sadie, S-H-O-L-T-I-S, Schultes. She is the first baseman. Bats from the right side also. Henry brings the first one in, and she's a little late on the swing, and a no ball, 1 strike count.
Schultes a Pleasant Hill name, Jack?
Haven't really heard the name Schultes in my history with Pleasant Hill. You know, it's kind of like when you're the Calhoun playing with the Ballmans. When you face these 2 pitchers in practice, you should be ready for a pretty good speed on the fastball. Little pop fly across the middle. The pitcher will take care of that, and Emma Henry. And the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves are retired, but not before they score 2 runs on a double, and ending up at third was McKenna Winchell. She scores on the home run by Ava Wombles. 1/2 inning in the books. The Trash Queen scoreboard, Pleasant Hill 2 and Pikeland coming to bat.
Since 1962, Logan Ag has provided customers with quality products, competitive prices, and...
But what about the new locations, Grampy?
What new location?
Well, boys, Logan Ag now has locations in Winchester, Illinois, and in LaBelle, Missouri.
So now there are 4?
I'll be 4 this year.
Logan Ag, serving customers in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, Paris, and LaBelle, Missouri.
Our vision for agriculture is 2020.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the city of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The city of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sockies good luck this season.
Bottom of the first inning, we will see Kelsey Friesmeyer, Tori Stamball, and Grace Henry leading things off. Anybody gets on, Taylor Peebles will bat cleanup. First baseman is Sadie Schultes. Second baseman, Reese McKinnon for Pleasant Hill. Maddie Sidwell's the shortstop. Caitlin Barrowman is at third base. Callie Toohill is in left field. Lily McElfresh is in center, and Abby Henderson in right. McKenna Winchell behind the plate, and on the rubber is Ava Wombles. Friesmeyer, Stamball, and Henry are the first 3 batters, and they've got a deficit to face, and that's the first time I think the Pikeland Lady Braves have been down in the history of softball, because this is their first year.
It's a short history right now, so yeah.
So Ava Womble toes the rubber. She'll get the sign from her battery mate Winchell and throws the first one high for a ball. A lot of it will be, you know, can you control the strike zone? And will the Pikeland girls have patience enough to make Womble bring it in? She doesn't want to have to bring it across the plate unless she has to. The next, it was up high and offering on a bunt. Kelsey Friesmeyer sees the count 1-1. That ball was a good 1.5 out of the strike zone. That's what I'm talking about. If you were up 2 balls to nothing, that makes a big difference. Friesmeyer, who's been a good hitter so far, takes that one on the outside corner, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. I don't know that one pitcher throws the ball harder than the other one. Wombles probably has a little bit more experience pitching, but she's been playing behind low, so she hasn't had a lot of chances to pitch. The next, and a rise ball swing and a miss.
Evidently, he must have called that second pitch a ball after all. Jack, he must have. Oh, no, okay.
That was a strikeout.
Oh, no, yeah, that's what I thought too, but okay. That's what I thought, but.
Yep, that is a strikeout in the first out of the inning. Tori Stanball, the first baseman, will step in now. She usually bats a little farther down in the lineup, but who is it, Brown? Usually it's the first baseman. She's not here today. First pitch in there for strike one, and Wombles is settled down. Friesmeyer had a chance to kind of get ahead a little bit with her, but swung at a couple pitches out of the strike zone. That rise ball will make you do that. Third baseman playing in quite a ways. The next, up high for a ball, and the count's 1 ball and 1 strike. Pleasant Hill came out very aggressively on the bases, and Winchell and Wombles really just ran with reckless abandon and just outran the ball being thrown back in. That's in there for a strike, and the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Real Net and Twine, your headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and more. 285-5013. Real Net and Twine. Pitch out of the strike zone, a rise ball that's high and outside, and the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-0. Pleasant Hill on the scoreboard, on the Trash Queen scoreboard early in this one. Wombles gets a sign from Winchell. They're being called from the sidelines. That's in there right down the middle for strike 3, and 2 up and 2 down via the K, 1 heading to the right side and 1 to the left. You make it backwards when it's a called strikeout. And Grace Henry walks in. She is the catcher and wears the number 21. Henry's been a pretty good hitter, makes contact most of the time. Let's see what she can do with Ava Womble. Foul back, as that was a good matchup in the early going.
Right on that one.
No balls, 1 strike the count. Danielle Van Winkle coaching down at third base, and Corey Wombles in the right side coaching box down at first.
Wasn't the only one having trouble there.
The next, swing and a miss, and a 0-2 count. What's that?
I was having trouble earlier thinking of third base, though, and you were having trouble with first. So
I didn't call it third and left.
You called it right. The
it
right
is the right side.
Well, that's what I said. Down the left field, or down the left side line, and then I went.
Popped up. Winchell gives chase and makes the play.
Nice play.
For the third out of the inning in foul territory. That's going to do it. Fly out to the catcher to end the inning does Grace Henry. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. 2-0 in favor of the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves over the Pikeland Braves after 1 on the Trash Queen scoreboard on Central Illinois Sports.
Geared Up is your local source for custom apparel and awards. Geared Up offers a wide variety of apparel options, including embroidery, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos. We do it all. Ask us how we can help you raise funds for your local school or organization. Find us online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up custom apparel and awards.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Save-A-Lot brings us to the top of the second. Your local Save-A-Lot in Pittsfield here to serve you with high-quality grocery items for the entire family. Join them for the Back the Blue event on Saturday, September 5th to show your support for local law enforcement. That's Saturday, September 5th to show your support. It'll be Lily McElfresh. She's the center fielder, along with Allie Netzel, who bats DH for Abby Henderson, and then Reese McKinnon. Right-handed batters so far on both sides. Rivera, we know, is a left-hander for the Lady Braves. First pitch in there for strike 1. Lily McElfresh, some say. McElfresh is how I heard it in Beardstown. So I talked to Brad McElfresh when I saw him uptown, and they were eating with their relatives from Pleasant Hill, and he said it was McElfresh, so it could be either. Next one, swing and a miss on the outside corner and a 0-2 count. You can tell Winchell and Womble may be the difference maker in this game. Very confident when they come to the plate. And, this is a new experience for these girls from Pikeland, really having that competition and having somebody get them down early, and we'll see how they react. Next pitch popped up, foul, out of play. Grace Henry was looking for it.
Didn't go into the cow pasture. It sat down there. They'll be able to find that one easy enough.
Had a little chance of rain today, so I put a little tarp up on our right side just in case the rain would come from the west. The next, down low for a ball, and the count is 1-2. Sixth place batter in Lily McElfresh. Junior high boys are practicing today. They'll take on Camp Point Central in an 8th grade game tomorrow. Charlie and I will be there for that one. The next, swing and a miss. Ball gets by the catcher, heading to first, and he will not get her on that pass ball on the strikeout, and that will allow the young lady in Lily McElfresh to go to first base. So you get a strikeout, but you don't get the out. And Allie Netzel, Neitzel, will be the designated player, they call her. For the right fielder, Abby Henderson, who they also refer to as the flex when they bat for you.
Allie Netzel, a tall young lady also.
That ball down low for a ball. Umpire not calling the low strike today. Some do, some don't. Top of the knees is where it's supposed to be, and they haven't been there yet. Netzel bats from the right side also. That one inside. Runner at first takes about 3 steps off and gets back in a 2-0 count. 7-hitter in Netzel, followed by McKinnon and Toohill in the 8 and 9 spot. Runner at first with nobody out. Pitches up high for a ball, and that's a 3-0 count. And Emma Henry trying to get herself in a little bit of trouble here with the top of the lineup just a couple of batters away. Got to bear down and come right back at it right now, does Emma. Pitch right down the middle for strike one and a 3-1 count. Emma had a little trouble the other day in the 3rd and 4th innings at Meridosha. It was really hot that day and a lot of sweat flowing, and both pitchers were having trouble gripping the ball. 2-0 Pleasant Hill. Swing and a miss, and the count is full at 3-2. Trash Queen scoreboard, top of the 2nd inning. Pleasant Hill scored on Winchell's double and Ava Womble's inside the park home run. Picked up 2 RBIs in Womble's. The pitch right down the middle for strike 3, so she fell behind on that by a 3-0 count and came back and threw 3 straight strikes, and that one a called strike for the first out. So she struck out 2 but only has 1 out in the inning because the ball got by sis Grace Henry. And Reese McKinnon will be the batter. She's the second baseman. She wears the number 5. From the right side batter box also. Ball a little bit inside for a ball and a 1-ball, no strike count. Peebles, the third baseman, playing in probably a little more than she usually does. And the first baseman is Tori Stanball, who usually plays second. Next one right down the middle for a strike, and the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Central Illinois Sports is proud to bring you the games. Visit CentralIllinoisSports.com to see our latest schedule of broadcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube page, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook, Central Illinois Sports. The pitch, fouled back on the bunt, trying to make something happen as they'd started the runner at first base in a 1-ball, 2-strike count, as Reese McKinnon just couldn't get the bat on top of that ball, and it came fouled straight back towards John and I. McKinnon looks like a youngster out there playing with the bigger girls and playing hard. Strike 3, throw down to second. Tag is no sliding and out, so they get the double play on the strikeout and the throw out that goes 2-6 for the 3rd out of the inning. You won't get that call when you don't slide much, and she was late doing that, and so thrown out trying to steal was McElfresh there. They go 1-2-3, not the traditional way. Pleasant Hill leads it after an inning and a half, 2-0. We're back with more after these.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities that fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196 That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
Western Illinois Fellowship of Christian Athletes invites you to join us in our 30 for 30 campaign to help support the area Fellowship of Christian Athletes huddles. That would include you donating $30 per month for 30 people in our area. You can contact me at 217-473-5151 or Jack Cyhull, JackCyhull, at yahoo.com to find out more about Western Illinois FCA and how you can become a part of this great ministry.
Plus Nil leads it 2-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard as we roll into the bottom of the second inning. Taylor Peebles, Kinley Gerard, and Emma Henry will be the first three batters. Taylor Peebles batting cleanup. Ava Womble's back on the mound with McKenna Winchell behind the plate. And the rise ball gets her to swing and miss at strike one. Womble's probably knows these batters fairly well, and if you can start that rise ball at about waist high and get it to come up in the eyes, it's hard to make a contact with it. The next one, that's a straight fastball and a foul ball, and the count's 0-2. Trash Queen offering affordable residential and commercial trash service, roll-off dumpsters to Pike, Scott, and Morgan County, 217-320-4320. The next, rise ball, swing and a miss, and the strikeout is the third of the ball game in the first of the inning. One out, nobody on. Here comes Kinley Gerard. She's playing second today. We've seen her in right field most of the time during the season. Gerard is a sophomore, they told me early.
A sophomore?
I believe that's right.
She can't be a sophomore, Dad.
Ball one. Or she's not a sophomore, seventh grader.
I was going to say
she's an old junior high student if she's a sophomore.
Yeah.
I knew she was in her early years.
There you go.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Pitch right down the middle, and the count's 1 ball and 1 strike. She'll be a sophomore someday.
In about 3 years.
Only took you and I a while. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on, 1 out. 2-0 Pleasant Hill, bottom of the second. The next, swing and a miss on a low strike, and the count's 1-2. Line Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Line Express sees patients 18 months and younger. IlliniHospital.org. Swing and a miss on the rise ball again. 2 strikeouts. And the Lady Braves are swinging freely today. You need to be patient. Remember what we talked about, trying to get the count a little deeper, and they haven't been able to do that for a few batters now. Here comes Emma Henry, the pitcher. She wears the number 20. Womble rocking and rolling. Throws the first one low for a ball.
Kinley Gerard and Wombles would be cousins, right?
I have no idea. Sadie Schultes is at first base. Reese McKinnon at second. Maddie Sidwell at short. Caitlin Barrowman at third. Callie Toohill in left. Lily McElfresh in center. And Abby Henderson in right. If you're in Pike County, you're probably related somewhere.
Well,
swing and a miss on a fastball, and the count's even at 1-1. I know about some of those relationships, but, I really don't know. I would guess you're probably right. I haven't seen their family trees. Somebody will tell us. That's going to be the first hit of the ball game, and that ball is going to go to the gap, and here comes Henry around first on her way to second. She'll pull up with a stand-up double and kind of slide across the top of the base. So Emma Henry puts the bat on the ball and goes to right center, and a nice job by her. 217-473-5151. We always invite you to shout out to players on your team. 217-473-5151. Send us a text. And if you know the answers to the John Hull trivia questions, like are those 2 cousins, you can let us know.
They wouldn't be first cousins. I think they would be like second cousins. But
you and Katie just told me there weren't such things anymore.
Well, there are such things as second cousins. Technically, they would be first cousins once removed, but
swing and a miss. I'd never ever heard that terminology until I had children. We always went first cousins, second cousins, third cousins, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, but now we're twice removed and all that. Too complicated for me. Womble brings the next. Fouled back by McKinley Walston, and the count's 0-2.
The children of your first cousins would be your first cousins once removed.
McKinley Walston wears the number 24. She is the shortstop. Family Tree Day. And here comes the next from Womble. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the Braves are retired after the double by Emma Henry. They get their first hit of the day, and they leave one on base. 2 innings in the book on the Trash Queen scoreboard, 2-0 in favor of the Lady Wolves over the Lady Braves. We're back with more on Central Illinois Sports.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
Well, Pleasant Hill's going to have their 9-1 and 2 hitters in Two Hill, Barrowman, and Winchell. Anybody gets on, Ava Wombles will bat. Tori Stanball back down at first base. Kinley Gerard at second. McKinley Walston to shortstop. Taylor Peebles at third. Aaron Rivera in left field. Kelsey Friesmeyer in center. Carly Patterson in right field. Grace Henry behind the plate. And Emma Henry on the mound. And here comes Kaylee Toohill. Where's the number 0? She plays left field. A lot of people wear double op, but she's wearing the plain 0. Henry back on, toes the rubber, gets the sign, brings the first. It's on the outside corner for strike 1. She got 3 strikeouts in the last inning, 5 in the ball game, but one of them didn't count, and it took her assist to throw out a girl going to second in Lily McElfresh to retire the side in order. A bunt attempt, that makes it an 0-2 count as she couldn't put the bat on the ball. Coach Ryan Lowe came by and he said, we got a full scouting report on these girls. I coached most of them in the summertime as they've grown up. Of course, they played summer ball against each other and then together in All-Stars. Henry with the number 9 hitter comes right in and doesn't get the call on that one in a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Geared Up Custom Apparel and Awards. Does your business or organization need a fundraiser or custom apparel? T-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. 217-473-6290. That ball up high and the count's 2-2. WeGearYouUp.com. You were saying?
Not sure where the 1-ball pitch missed, Jack. Looked pretty good from here, but
yeah,
maybe just a little inside.
We're camera people and broadcasters. Next one right down the middle for strike 3 and 4 strikeouts in a row. Back to the top of the lineup, and here comes Caitlin Barrowman. She was a strikeout victim on a 2-2 count on a swing and a miss of a rise ball. Following her is McKenna Winchell and Ava Wombles, who are tough outs any way you look at it. But so is Caitlin Barrowman, or she wouldn't be batting leadoff on a very good team. Takes the first one high and outside here in the 3rd inning. Ball game moving along very quickly. Top of the 3rd, Pleasant Hill leads it 2-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard.
Seems how softball games tend to work, Jack. They move pretty quickly when you got teams that are willing to get in and out quick.
Ball inside. The umpire kind of leaned back the other way. He didn't want to stay right in there on that one. 2 balls, no strikes the count. On the leadoff hitter, Caitlin Barrowman, she bats second in this inning after the number 9 hitter, Callie Toohill, was retired on a strikeout. The pop out to the catcher right in front of the plate, and Grace Henry steps up and makes the play. 2 up, 2 down, and here comes McKinnon Winchell. Winchell hit the ball in the left center field gap. Let's see if the center fielder and the left fielder make any move here. They'll move the center fielder over just a little bit. I bet she can hit it anywhere. And the right fielder seems a little shallow to me for McKinnon, or Winchell, I mean. Ground ball, shortstop, makes the play over to first, and she is safe. She beats it out. That'll be an error on the shortstop and allow her to reach base.
Shortstop just bobbled the ball just a little bit there, and that gave Winchell enough time to be safe at first.
Don't have much time for that. Like I said, the right fielder seems a little shallow to me. Your pursuit angle on the ball hitting the gap is going to be kind of tough when you're playing at that angle. You can always come in. Here comes Wombles, who hit the ball straight down the 3rd baseline. Now Winchell will steal second, standing up. Ball gets into the outfield, and she's off to the races. They'll throw the ball in, and she'll beat it to home easily. No, I don't think she made it to the plate, did she? Oh, they're going to say she's safe. Kind of a late slide. I'm kind of surprised the umpire didn't question that a little bit, but she kind of came in standing up on the throw from the pitcher to the catcher. They had a little bit of a collision. It was not really a true slide, and I didn't think she made it to home. Did you, John?
I thought she might have been a little short, but I'm not sure. Second baseman needed to.
She's not short.
No, second baseman needed to knock that ball down, keep it on the infield, and that's just a stolen base.
Yeah. Pitch, swing and a miss by Wombles. So a 1-1 strike count, or was that a? Yeah, it's 1-1.
Yeah, throw was just a little bit to the.
Yeah, you can't
right
let the ball
field
get by
side,
because you know those two are going to run at will if they get a chance. The next. On the outside corner, she gets a call and a 1-2 strike count. Good luck to Taylor Peebles and her teammates from Aunt Sally, Aunt Pam in California. Please tell our left out middle sister Nancy Peebles that we sure miss her. I'll be darned, Nancy. Ground ball, third baseman Peebles bobbles it, and Wombles will be safe as she reaches on an error. So the infield's had a couple of errors and a run scored unearned. The Noble family also saying howdy, and we thank Mrs. Bauer for letting us know about the Wombles girls being cousins. Now ground ball, and the third baseman is kind of bent over a little bit, is she not?
I think she may have kind of tipped the ball off of herself there when she made that play. Didn't make it clean, and that's what happened. I mean, I really think that's what kind of happened, is it kind of came up hard and caught her. I don't know.
Went off the front of the glove that time, and she knew she was going to have to make a quick play there. And Coach Van Winkle checks on Taylor Peebles to make sure she's okay. Long conversation here. She's got her mask off. See if she's going to wipe it away and get in there and make it happen. I think Danielle slaps her on the back and says, you can do it. Here we go. That's what you got to do.
Yep.
That's what Grandpa would do to you too, Taylor. He'd just say, get back in there and go. He used to let Jonathan sit down when he'd start crying once in a while, but, I'm just teasing. Got to give Jonathan a hard time. Here comes Maddie Sidwell with a run scored and a runner at first base, and watch Wombles take off for the races. Sidwell struck out swinging her first time. The pitch. It's down low for a ball, and the throw is late, and it gets by the shortstop. And here comes Wombles. She'll throw the ball to third. Nobody backing up third there. People's doing a good job keeping that ball in front of her. She goes first to third on the stolen base, and then the ball gets by the shortstop, and that's actually an error on the shortstop, not stopping that one, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, that's all you can do on that. Maddie Sidwell takes ball one. The pitch outside for a ball and a 2-0 count. You know, in fast pitch softball, a couple runs makes all the difference, and the aggressive running of the 2 and 3 batters for Pleasant Hill is a difference maker right here. And, you know, the key on that is the Pleasant Hill girls have kind of been through that a little bit more. They've been to the state tournament the last 2 years. Fly ball, second baseman, right fielder coming in. Right fielder couldn't get it. She'll knock it down, get it to Gerard, and it'll be a base hit to right field. That one's one you got to turn and just run out to the outfield if you're the second baseman to make the play. But Gerard's usually the right fielder, and Stanball's the short or the second baseman. Here comes Sadie Schultes, who flew out to the pitcher her last time. She ended the first inning. First pitch, ground ball, would have not been a strike, but it is because of the foul ball. 217-473-5151. Always appreciate your text, letting us know where you're listening and watching from. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast on Central Illinois Sports. Womble scored on that play, by the way, and that makes it a 4-0 ball game. I don't know why I was a little slow on that one. Trash Queen scoreboard. 4-0 Pleasant Hills Lady Wolves. And the Lady Braves are just a little slower moving right now. They need to get that kick in their step like they've had the first few games, but Pleasant Hills putting a little pressure on. Runner at first base, 2 outs. The pitch up high for a ball. And I think it is I've got 1-1, but no.
I believe it's a 3-0, isn't it?
1-1. It's
1-1. Well, there you go. Okay.
Hard to be 3-0. 2 outs, 1 ball, 1 strike, 4-0 Pleasant Hill. the next. Fly ball, foul ball, out of play. Count goes to 1-2.
I'm sorry, I was thinking of the batter before.
I'd marked it in the wrong box. That's why it was kind of messing me up a little bit.
There you go.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Start out with a strikeout and a fly out to the catcher, and then an error on the shortstop, 1 on the third baseman, and a couple of balls that got by him at second base, and that allowed runs to score. And then a base hit by Maddie Sidwell was an RBI single. She drove Wombles in. That ball down low for a ball. Big lead out there by Sidwell. The thing about the circle rule is if the ball gets back to the pitcher in the circle, you can't jockey for position. Whatever way you go at that point, you've got to go. If you go the other direction, you're out.
You got to make sure you're not headed toward second base and a step off, don't you?
Yep. Next one, ground ball, foul ball, down low in the strike zone, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think fouled off the inside of her leg there.
Yeah, the key on that is you can be 2 steps off the base when the ball gets back to the circle, but then if you make a step towards second, you've got to go. And honestly, you might as well take off and just go as hard as you can because you're going to kind of surprise everybody. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends the inning. But not before Pleasant Hill plates 2 more runs. The 2 girls in Winchell and Wombles have scored them both, and it's 4-0 Pleasant Hill. They've each one scored 2 is what I was trying to say. And the Trash Queen scoreboard as we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning is 4-0 in favor of Pleasant Hill on Central Illinois Sports.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice. Have confidence that what you are putting in your engine is not only going to get you there, but take you further. When you choose FS, you can be confident you are maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Eric Naughton says good luck to Aaron Rivera, his stepdaughter, and the rest of the gang for the Braves on his way home. Good luck to the Braves. 217-473-5151. Ava Wombles back to the mound. McKenna Winchell behind the plate. Sadie Schulte is first. McKinnon at second. Sidwell at short. Morrowman at third. Toohill, McElfresh, and Henderson around the outfield left to right. And the first pitch, a swing and a miss as Rivera was just a little slow on that one as Wombles threw the rise ball and gave it a lot of extra mustard. She toes the rubber, takes the step back, and rocks and fires. And that is a swing on the ball in the dirt and an 0-2 count. Let's see a little bit more emphatic call there. 0-2. And the next. She didn't mess around, brought that one right in, and a swing or taking the 3rd strike for the first out of the inning is Rivera, and here comes Carly Patterson. We told you Brown was missing at 3rd base today, and she usually bats second in the lineup, so everybody's moved up a little bit. And here's Patterson batting from the left side. So 2 left-handers in a row. She's playing right field. The left fielder is Rivera. That first pitch is outside for a ball, and Winchell kind of hangs on to that a little bit because she thought it was looking pretty good, huh? 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, 4-0 Pleasant Hill. That ball down low as she tried the drop ball. And Patterson was having nothing to do with that. Patterson's up there saying, you're going to have to throw me a strike to get me to swing. She bats from the left side. She's one of twins. Takes that one down the middle. So 2 sets of twins on this Lady Braves team. I think that's all, isn't it?
I think so.
There are 2 Wollstons, but they're maybe cousins.
I think so.
2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Pitch up high for a ball, and Ava Wombles, you would think, would come back here. You don't want to walk the 9-hitter with the leadoff coming back.
Jack, I found out very quickly when we moved here, I was one of 2 people in my class that didn't have at least 1 cousin in my class.
I understand. The next, swing and a miss, and the count goes full at 3-2.
And that was only 150 people.
Wombles is throwing lots of different pitches, but to Patterson here, she's going to come back with a fastball, I would think, on the 3-2 count with one out. Swing and a miss, strike three, and 2 strikeouts in a row. And actually, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts already in the ball game, and we're just in the bottom of the third. That's 7 out of 8 outs. Here comes Kelsey Friesmeyer, who struck out swinging her first time. She bats leadoff, bats third here, and Friesmeyer hits the ball. And nice job by the second baseman with the left hand keeping the ball in the infield, but that'll be a base hit from Friesmeyer as she hits the ball to the right side against the left-handed second baseman.
Yeah, just probably a play that only a left-handed second baseman makes, but took her the wrong direction toward second base. And
she didn't field the ball kind of moving towards it, so she was heading towards second, and she had to kind of maintain her balance there. 2 outs. Stand ball, the batter, takes ball 1. 4-0 Pleasant Hill, and the Lady Braves would like to peck away with that with the number 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up, but they've got 2 outs with a runner at first, second hit of the ball game. The next is way high. Winchell goes way up and makes that catch with the long arms. She said, ooh, that was a high one, and I was quick enough to get that. Kind of looked like Yachty going after some of those crazy pitches of Ponce de Leon. The next one down low for a ball and a 3-0 count on Stanball with Grace Henry waiting on deck. Stanball was caught looking her last time. Wombles is throwing a lot of different kinds of pitches trying to trick him here, and she's had trouble with the strike zone lately, and we talked about that early. Next pitch right down the middle for a strike and a 3-1 count. If you're going to have success, you got to be able to work the count and then be able to foul some off when you got 2 strikes. And so far, the Lady Braves have swung a lot of balls out of the strike zone. Let's see if they can maintain something here. 3-1 count. That one's in there for a strike. They'll throw the ball down to first, and it'll be too late to get the runner at first in Friesmeyer. 3-2 count with 2 outs. Nothing to wait on here when the ball is released. Friesmeyer needs to be off to the races. Stanball with a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Ava Wombles toes the rubber, rocks back, and brings it right down the middle for strike 3 called. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. No runs on a hit, 1 left. The Braves have left 2. We played 3 innings, and we thank you for listening and watching us on Central Illinois Sports. Trash Queen scoreboard, 4-0 Pleasant Hill. More comes your way with the top of the 4th after these.
Since 1962, Logan Ag has provided customers with quality products, competitive prices, and...
But what about the new locations, Grampy?
What new location?
Well, boys, Logan Ag now has locations in Winchester, Illinois, and in LaBelle, Missouri.
So now there are 4?
I'll be 4 this year.
Logan Ag, serving customers in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, Paris, and LaBelle, Missouri.
Our vision for agriculture is 2020.
You can plan for most things in your life, but being sick isn't one of them. That's why Illini Express has expanded hours so your family can get the care you require. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Illini Express can see patients 18 months and older, no appointment necessary. When you can't wait to feel better, Illini Express is here for you. Located on the square in Pittsfield. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org.
It'll be Lily McElfresh, Allie Netzel, and Reese McKinnon. First 3 batters, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Pleasant Hill as the Lady Braves get together on the mound and talk about it for a second. Grace Henry kind of leads the way there. 217-473-5151. Send us a text. We'll shout out to your favorite player for either team. Any of the teams. Lily McElfresh reached on a strikeout. They missed the ball, and she got down to first base. She takes strike 1. She led things off in the 2nd inning. She leads it off in the 4th. Emma Henry on the mound. Sister Grace behind the plate. The ball up high for a ball. A 1-1 count, I should say. Tori Stanball moved over from 2nd to 1st today. Kinley Gerard comes in from right field to play second base today. McKinley Walston at short. Taylor Peebles at 3rd, as they normally are. Attempted bunt, and she takes strike 2 at the knees, does Lily McElfresh.
Called strike if she pulled it back.
Outfielders, Rivera in left, Friesmeyer in center, Patterson in right. That's Carly Patterson. And a ground ball hit back to the pitcher. She fields it, tosses it over to first to stand ball. Play goes 1-3 for the first out of the inning. And here comes Allie Netzel. Netzel is the designated player, DH in a lot of places, but they call it designated player. And she bats for the flex, Abby Henderson, who is the right fielder. John told you she is a tall young lady also. They ought to have a nice junior high girls basketball team.
Yeah.
First pitch up high for a ball. Both pitchers have cruised along pretty well, but the difference has been McKenna Winchell and Ava Wombles, who in the 2 and 3 hole have caused all kinds of havoc. They scored all 4 runs. Fouled off, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike.
Unless they're cursed with what a lot of small school teams have. You have height, and then you have no guards. Then you have guards, and you have no height.
I'll bet you the Womble girl can get the ball down the court.
I bet so. She isn't small either.
The Pikeland girls are pretty good in basketball also. That's on the outside corner and a 1-2 count.
She kind of swung at it because she knew it was going to be a strike at the end there.
They'll play different divisions because Pleasant Hill will be in the small schools.
Yep.
And I think Pikeland's actually in 3A in most sports.
This year.
Pitch is high and outside, and the count goes to 2-2 on the number 7 hitter, Allie Netzel. First batter, ground back to the pitcher, Henry, over to stand ball for the out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on with 1 out in the top of the 4th. Fly ball right side, going to be foul by about 12 foot. So she'll hustle back and try it again.
And Netzel well behind it there, but she made contact. And
tell you what, the Netzel
put a
girl
charge
looks
on
like
that.
she's very strong.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of encouragement from the scorekeeper and the folks in the dugout. It's good to see all the time. Next one, foul tip. Henry can't hang on to it, so it becomes a foul ball. Pretty good crowd out there in the outfield, in the bleacher sections without bleachers. Social distancing.
The bleachers on both
maybe
sides
not.
are empty.
Yeah, nobody can sit in them. They're not allowed. The next, strike 3 called. Right down the middle, and 2 outs. So Netzel fouled a couple off before she took strike 3. Here comes Reese McKinnon, who struck out swinging on a 1-2 count her last time. She wears the number 5 once again. She is the second baseman. She's a lefty with the glove, but bats right-handed.
Interesting.
Well, there's more of those than you can imagine, aren't there?
There are.
First one in there for strike 1.
I don't understand it, though.
Kind of interesting. We've got a county police officer and a city police officer. And that's not Zach Orr, I don't think, but it is Brandon Gerard watching his daughter play. Next one up high for a ball. Trying to see who the county officer is. I don't know all the county guys anymore. Glad to have them here keeping us all safe. Thank you to all the police officers for doing the job they do. The next, ground ball towards first. It'll be in foul territory. Stand ball will get a glove on it, and the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Central Illinois Sports is where you hear it all. Real Net and Twine, just north of Pittsfield across from the airport. Real Net and Twine is your local headquarters for lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them or call them at 217-285-5013. Real Net and Twine. 4-0 Pleasant Hill in the top of the 4th. That ball low, and Henry does a nice job keeping it in front of her. And the count's 2-2 on the number 8 hitter in Reese McKinnon. Walstons, McKinnons, Pike County names through and through, as is Winchell. Foul ball, right side, and the number 8 hitter McKinnon's fighting it off quite well. Wombles, Barrowman. You can count on it. It's kind of like doing a route or Our Savior's game. There's just certain names you always could count on until the last few years. Now the Tobins and the Lernergans are going to the public school. Never would have thunk it. The next, foul ball, straight back. And Grace Henry may have got that throw in hand.
The Tobins were going to the public school when I was in school, Jack, and that was quite a while ago.
Couple fans out in right center field by the flagpole, too. They came up through the sheep yard there. Foul ball, right side, and I'll tell you what, this McKinnon girl is making Henry work. She is fouled off, about 4 in a row?
Making her throw pitches.
Her coach is telling her to move away from the plate just a little bit and see if she can get a little bit more on it. But, that's the thing. Ryan Lowe works hard with these girls to make them do well. His daughter moved up to high school, and he's still coaching. Swing and a miss on a ball down in the dirt, and that's strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Lady Wolves at the top of the 4th. They lead it 4-0. And for Pikeland, they'll see their 3, 4, and 5 hitters when we come back on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 4-0 Pleasant Hill in the bottom of the 4th on Central Illinois Sports.
Geared Up is your local source for custom apparel and awards. Geared Up offers a wide variety of apparel options, including embroidery, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos. We do it all. Ask us how we can help you raise funds for your local school or organization. Find us online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up custom apparel and awards.
Cascom offers fiber optic services to your business needs with a local 24/7 support. Whether you are a small or large-sized business, Cascom has the correct level of broadband and services you need to help grow and be successful. There will be no time for downtime when you are trying to be reliable for your business. Upgrade business needs today and call Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Grace Henry, Taylor Peebles, and Kinley Gerard, first 3 batters to face Ava Wombles with McKenna Winchell behind the plate. Sadie Schultes at first base, McKinnon at second, Sidwell the shortstop, and Barrowman at third. A swing and a miss on the rise ball for strike 1, and Grace Henry's had trouble laying off of that one today. When Winchell and her stand up, Winchell's still got a little height on her, but they're both very tall young ladies for 8th graders. That one down low on the drop ball, and it's a 1-1 count. Usually you'll get a drop ball, a rise ball, maybe a little bit of a tailing fastball, and a changeup.
Is there much of a curveball? I mean, I guess
you
it's a
can
drop
I
ball.
threw a curveball, but you throw it as a changeup to try to get it off speed. Fly ball, first baseman under it, makes the play, reaches up and grabs it with both hands, and a fly out to the first baseman. Retires Henry. That's Grace Henry. Here comes Taylor Peebles, who struck out swinging her last time. See if she has any after effects of that ball coming off the end of her glove on her fingers there.
So you still roll it over like a curveball then?
You just flip it back sideways and you kind of turn a little bit to throw the rise ball. Fly ball right side, foul ball out of play. Big thing about a rise ball most of the time is you kind of want to turn to the side and get a little bit more under it, and that'll make it come up. And you can throw the curveball the same way if you kind of arch your back and stay straight up. Brother Denny Hull pitched in the military for about 3 years and pitched fast pitch softball all over the area before his accident. I pitched a lot of fast pitch softball in 4-H back in the day. A ball up high and a 1-ball, 1-strike count. We played a lot of fast pitch in the agriculture 4-H teams in Adams County, along with Little League at the same time.
So the question is, why did those games go away, Jack?
Pitchers. People ran out of pitchers. Fly ball right side, going to be foul. A lot of it had to do with there were a certain number of people who were the older pitchers, and they just wouldn't back off and let the younger guys learn. And then slow pitch softball came along, and you didn't have to have a pitcher.
And so they just became slow pitch, and then slow pitch kind of went away now, too.
We had 500 slow pitch teams in Jacksonville at one time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rise ball gets by the catcher in Winchell, and it's a 2-2 count. Nobody on, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning, 4-0. Pleasant Hill scored in the 1st and the 3rd innings as Winchell and Wombles scored 2 runs apiece. Wombles had an inside the park home run to start the 1st inning. That one down low for a ball, and the count's full at 3-2 on the cleanup hitter in Taylor Peebles. Kinley Gerard waits on deck, 1 out after the fly out to the first baseman by Grace Henry. The next. Rise ball up high, and they walk. First of the game against Womble. And And she's a great pitcher, but I think if Pikeland could be patient, they could have got a few of those walks early. Now when you're down 4-0, it's hard not to be a little bit more aggressive. Kinley Gerard struck out swinging her first time on a 1-2 count. Peebles at first, swing and a miss as Gerard swung at one out of the strike zone for strike one.
Still think you could be patient, exactly, and get some of those pitches and maybe work some more walks.
Well, you got to take a strike possibly.
Yep.
And once you do that, then Wombles may bring that first one in. But right now she doesn't have to. A bunt attempt.
She offered.
Peebles kind of daring Winchell to throw the ball to first, and I think if she'd have snap-throwed it, she might have picked her off that time. You got a good view of first base?
Yeah, you can see first base.
Yeah. The next, swing and a miss, strike three for the second out of the inning. Here comes Emma Henry, who had a doubler last time. So Taylor Peebles is at first base, and Emma Henry's hoping to get the Lady Braves on the scoreboard. She bats sixth today. Boy, she came up and they moved the right fielder over some. Where she hit the ball was at the base of the fence on about 2 bounces. Wombles gets a sign from Winchell, brings the first. Fastball at the knees, fouled off right side for strike one. Needing some softballs as the balls have flown out on the right side quickly. Ought to have a few extra. There we go. We got one back in. Got a couple of them back in, I do believe. 0-1 with a runner at first and 2 outs. The pitch. That's fouled off the knob of the bat as Emma Henry was taking the pitch, and it got into the hands and hit right off the knob of the bat for a foul ball.
Umpire said, "Are you okay?" And she went, "Yep, it only hit the knob of the bat."
I don't know why you would ask that. I mean, everybody knew it hit the knob of the bat, didn't they?
He asked if she was okay, Jack.
Well, I know, but I didn't think it hit her hands. The pitch, foul ball, right side. There goes another one.
Some people keep their hands right down at the knob, and it'll catch your hand, too.
I think most of the time, other than Willie Cording, most people keep the knob of the bat below their hands.
I'm going to guess Willie doesn't do that anymore.
No, well, he put that little finger over the top of it. He learned how to do that at Illinois College. So the next, change up high. That's one of the first change-ups we've seen today for Ava Wombles, and that shows the respect she has for Emma Henry, who had a doubler last time. Out there where those people are standing on either side of the foul pole. They were standing together. Now they're separated. They must be fighting. The next hits off of the batter. That'll be a dead ball.
Yep, good call. Both umpires had it right away.
Well, when you're the head of emergency services, you see things like that. I mean, you know. Morgan County. His daddy was a principal at Triopia Elementary for years. The next, swing and a miss on the rise ball for strike three. Strikeouts are building up. 2 more in the inning. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts for Wombles in 4 innings. 4 innings in the book on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Pleasant Hill leads it 4-0. And we're back with more on Central Illinois Sports with the top of the 5th after these.
Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
The team at Pike County Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in west central Illinois and northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate.
Well, we were trying to remember some last names. We didn't get it pulled off, so we'll go 9-1-2 for Pleasant Hill here in the top of the 5th. They lead at 4-0. So you want to get Callie Toohill if you're the Henry girls. She struck out looking her first time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts for Henry, 10 for Wombles. A lot of strikeouts already in 4 innings. Henry back on the mound. First one down low, and it bounces off for assist for ball 1. Kaylee Toohill wears the number 0, plays left field. Save-A-Lot, your local Save-A-Lot in Pittsfield. High-quality grocery items for the entire family. Back to Blue event Saturday, September the 5th. That one's inside, and the 2-0 count on the number 9 hitter. And guarantee you with Pleasant Hill, you don't want to do that for long because that'll cause you all kinds of trouble. The next from Henry. In there for a strike and a 2-1 count. McCarty, yeah, Phil McCarty. I don't know why I had so much trouble with that. That's who's behind the plate today. The next is in there for a strike and a 2-2 count. You know, you mess around for a little bit with the number 9 hitters, and I mean nothing wrong with a number 9 hitter, but when you've got Winchell and Wombles coming up, you got to be after it. The next, down low for a ball, and we're full 3-2 with nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 5th inning, 4-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard in favor of Pleasant Hill.
That's how you get in trouble, though.
Good softball game right here, folks. Two really good teams. Ryan Lowe took the mask off, yelled instructions, and put it right back on. The next, right down the middle for strike 3. 10th strikeout for Emma Henry. 10 strikeouts for each team, and here comes Caitlin Barrowman, who struck out her first time and then flew out to the catcher her last time. Then the next 2 batters, a double and a home run, both reached on hard hit balls that were errors. Ball 1 outside, and 1 ball, no strike count. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Here on Central Illinois Sports, we'll have Camp Point Central hosting the 8th graders from the Pikeland Braves tomorrow out in the country between Camp Point and Golden. Charlie and I will have the broadcast for you. The next, ground ball, first baseman. Stand ball makes the play unassisted, so it goes 3 unassisted for the second out of the inning. And here comes McKenna Winchell. You're going to laugh at me when I say this. This is one of those where if you had a right fielder that was versatile, you'd almost bring her in on the shift and bring the second baseman over too, because she pulls the ball a lot.
I wouldn't disagree with you at all.
Now, she probably can hit it anywhere, but against Henry, who's got some speed, it might be harder to do. Ball 1 as she takes the rise ball right off the bat, does McKenna Winchell, who's the catcher. 1 for 2 on the day. She scored 2 of the 4 runs. Ava Wombles on deck scored the other 2. When Winchell gets on, she keeps running unless you get the ball ahead of her. Ground ball past the third baseman, another clean single. And the ball is brought back in by the left fielder Rivera, and a nice job, and a base hit for Winchell, who's 2 for 3 on the day.
An extra fielder on that side may have prevented that, though. Jack, you're not wrong. I mean, that's
you got to be able to field the ball and make the play. It's just, you know, I don't like the shift a lot in the major leagues, but it works. Ava Wombles 1 for 2 on the day, reached in an error by the third baseman her last time.
But you want to know how well the shift works, and this is really, truly, I think what's killed Matt Carpenter is the shift.
Yeah, Winchell has been off to the races every time so far. First one down the middle, and Henry a little slow getting the ball away, but the shortstop keeps it in front of her. And strike 1 on Womble. Third stolen base, well, the second stolen base of the day. She had a double her first time, went to third on the ball throwing it back in, and then scored on the home run by Ava Womble.
My favorite are the people in Major League Baseball who want to talk about the shift is a new thing, though. Yeah. The shift is not a new thing.
Fly ball. Fair territory. Catcher Henry comes over and makes the play and gets Wombles for the third out of the inning. That's big because Pleasant Hill scores no runs on a single by Winchell. First time those two have come up, they've kept them off the plate and scoring runs. 4.5 innings in the book. Trash Queen scoreboard, 4-0 Pleasant Hill. And the Braves of Pikeland need to get something going here in the bottom of the 5th to compete in this one.
The city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the city of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The city of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sockies good luck this season.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Well, we move to the bottom of the fifth inning. We get a text message, "Let's go Lady Wolves," listening in O'Fallon, Illinois. They send us a text at 217-473-5151. Coach Lowe comes out and takes a few of the warm-up pitches for McKinnon Winchell. She's back out there with Ava Wombles on the mound. Schultes at first, McKinnon at second. Sidwell, the shortstop, Barrowman at third, Toohill in left, McElfresh in center, and Henderson in right. It'll be McKinley Walston, Aaron Rivera, and Carly Patterson here in the bottom of the fifth, the 7, 8, 9 hitters.
Jack, I really think these 7, 8, 9 hitters need to be patient hitters right now. I really think taking a strike may be a worthwhile thing. I know it's only the fifth inning, but
If I'm Ava Wombles, I'm throwing a fastball down the middle to each one of the three. But she may try something different. She kind of fell behind on Patterson, 3-2 count before she struck her out. The other two, she threw 2 strikes and messed around not at all. First pitch is up high for a ball to Walston, who was a hitting star at Meredosia the other day and made some great plays, but she was really strong with the bat the other day. Takes some practice swings. Coach Ryan Lowe calling the pitches. The next, rise ball and a swing and a miss and a 1-1 count. You got a 1-0 count, and unless she's going to throw a fastball, if you take it, you got a chance of it being high. That one might have hit the top of the strike zone.
it'd have been close.
Walston's next is up high for a ball and a 2-1 count. And you know, you don't see the pitchers in a game like this really getting fatigued. It's not super hot out. Walston really taking her time getting back in, trying to slow things down a little bit. 2-1 count. That one, a swing and a miss and a ball in the dirt, and the count goes to 2-2.
Until you get to those marathon games, Jack, like
27 innings.
Calhoun would play
nothing.
with Camp Point, yeah.
Yeah. And Knoll and Ballman had some battles, did they not? Knoll was a youngster in those days. 2-2 count, nobody out. That one up high for a ball. And a 3-2 count. Wombles with the payoff pitch here to the number 7 hitter, McKinley Walston, who struck out her first time in the second inning. She bats for the second time here in the fifth, and that should tell you that haven't been many batters today, just a couple of hits for the Lady Braves. The next, out of the strike zone for ball 4, second walk of the ball game. Walston gets on. Now you got to ask Rivera to lay a bunt down. Don't know if she can or can't. Have no idea. Haven't seen her bunt. She likes to swing at the first pitch. We've seen that. If you can lay a bunt down and get that girl to second, that's a pivotal play right now.
Toward the shortstop, you think?
Well, anywhere but the pitcher, honestly. The pitch takes strike 1 down the middle, does not offer the bunt.
Just thinking for a lefty.
I know you're down by 4, but getting a run on the board makes a difference.
It does. It's the fifth inning. You've got, 2 more times after this that you're going to bat.
Kind of a little bit of a victory. Now Rivera hits the ball to the third baseman. They'll throw it to first. Might have had time to go to second, but that play went 5-3, and the runner goes to second.
Works like the bunt.
Almost like a sacrifice. Rivera got the bat on the ball, and it'll bring up Carly Patterson. So Rivera puts the ball in play and is thrown out at first for the first out of the inning. Number 9 hitter Patterson, who on a 3-2 count struck out on a high pitch. Wombles is dealing today. That one down low for a ball. Came into the inning with 10 strikeouts. Has not had a strikeout so far this inning. Base on balls. And then a ground out to the third baseman sent Walston to second. Wombles rocks back, throws the next. Down low for a ball. Tried to throw the drop ball and see if she could get Patterson to swing at it. And if I'm Patterson, it's 2-0. You're going to throw me at least 1 strike and maybe 2 with the top of the lineup right behind her. 1 out. Runner at second. Swing and a miss.
On a ball that would have been a ball.
And the ball, well, no, I think that ball was in the strike zone, John, but honestly, she swung at it when the ball was in the glove. I mean, that's the key. No reason to swing at that 2-0. I mean, you could try a bunt. That one down low for a ball. She leans back on that one. And a 3-1 count. And that's what Patterson got the last time. And then Wombles was able to throw 2 strikes in a row. Now you got to sit on a fastball and hope you get one. 3-1 pitch. That's up high for a ball, and that'll be a base on balls and the second walk of the inning.
And that's a walk, and that's
4
balls.
balls.
Now
Yeah.
the batter didn't know the count there. You did exactly what you wanted to do. Go down to first base.
Yep. Now here comes Ryan Lowe to talk to his pitcher. It's the bottom of the 5th inning, 4-0. Runners at first and second, and Kelsey Friesmeyer is the scheduled batter. Illini Express is here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients 18 months and older with no appointment necessary. Learn more about the services offered at IlliniExpress.com. Also, Bowlers Universe, where they'll start their leagues on Labor Day. Call them at 217-285-6913 to get your team in. And Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon at 217-285-4404. You ought to be an advertiser on Central Illinois Sports. Call Charlie at 217-473-6290 or me at 473-5151. Economically, starting September tomorrow, will be a good chance for you to get involved. We do video and audio commercials both for the same price. Wombles with a one out, runners at first and second. Friesmeyer bunts the ball back, and Winchell took the first step up, and it would have been a tough play for her to have been able to make that one. They were trying hard to try to get those runners to second and third with 2 outs and Stanball coming up.
I'm not so sure that bunt, if it could have been fair, would have been down the third baseline, would have been a tough play anyway.
Friesmeyer had a hitter last time to the right or to the right of the second baseman. Now she bunts the ball. It'll be in foul territory, and the count goes to 0-2. Now you put yourself in the hole 0-2 against a very good pitcher in Ava Wombles. Friesmeyer doing the battle in here. She's the leadoff hitter, 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging on a 1-2 counter first time. In the first pitch in the 3rd inning, she drove it to the second base side of the second baseman and got the base hit. An 0-2 count with 1 out, runners at first and second via the walk. And Friesmeyer calls time.
Calls time, trying to get the timing of the pitcher off a little bit.
Stanball is on deck, the number 2 hitter. Now she's ready to go, and so is Womble. Little ground ball hit to the second baseman. She bobbles it a couple of times. She'll get the out at first base. And the play goes 4-3 for the second out of the inning. Runners move up to second and third. And that's the first time that the Braves have had anybody on third base. Here comes Tori Stanball, who's been caught looking on strike 3 2 different times today. She bats second, usually bats about 4th or 5th or 6th in the lineup.
Yep.
Moved up today with Brown missing. Not sure if she's ill or what's going on there. The left fielder stretches out there, getting ready to make the play. And with 2 outs and runners at second and third, first scoring threat for the Braves of the day. They trail 4-0. First pitch is up high for a ball. If you're Stanball, you'd like to get on whatever way you can without making an out and see if you can bring Grace Henry up. She's flown out to the catcher and the first baseman, but she's usually got some pop in her bat. If you get on base and she hits one over the fence, you're tied. That one up high for a ball. She did not offer, I did not think.
I did not think either.
No. 2 balls, no strikes. I thought maybe Ryan Lowe might ask for that one. 2-0 count, and Stanball ought to be taken all the way here as far as I'm concerned, but we'll see what happens. The next, down low for a ball and a 3-0 count.
And now you are definitely taking all the way.
I'm probably showing bunt even and then pulling it back. Crowding the plate, doing everything you can just to get on base if you're Tori Stanball, the first baseman today. Womble brings the first one, or the next one right down the middle for strike 1. She knows what she needs to do in a 3-1 count. She is a well-schooled pitcher. She knows the situation and what she needs to do. She'll come back with that same pitch, I would think, again. And then Stanball steps out, and if the umpire is doing her job now, they'll say, you need to get in, you need to be ready, and we're going to play ball. A little bit too much jockeying around. Now Wombles gets the ball, rocks back, and throws it on the outside corner. She got the call that time, as it might have been a little wide in the 3-2 count. He's been given that pitch all day long. Full count, 2 outs, runners at second and third. Stanball needs to be ready. Wombles probably would come with a rise ball here. She's got an open base at first. She didn't have to give in. The next. right down the middle for strike 3, and stand ball stands and watches it come across the middle for the 3rd out of the inning. So the threat is over there, and the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves will go into the top of the 6th inning with a 4-0 lead on the Trash Queen scoreboard. More comes your way on Central Illinois Sports.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
Western Illinois Fellowship of Christian Athletes invites you to join us in our 30 for 30 campaign to help support the area Fellowship of Christian Athletes huddles. That would include you donating $30 per month for 30 people in our area. You can contact me at 217-473-5151 or Jack Cyhull, JackCyhull, at yahoo.com to find out more about Western Illinois FCA and how you can become a part of this great ministry.
Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out on the newsstands on Wednesday, doing a great job there. And Central Illinois Sports, proud to bring you the games. Visit centralillinoisports.com. See our latest schedule of broadcasts. Subscribe to YouTube. Please subscribe. We would love for you to. That helps us out a little bit. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Central Illinois Sports, bringing you the games.
Subscribers help you out, too.
Little fly ball down the right field line will go foul.
As if you subscribe and turn on notifications for YouTube, it will tell you when we're live with any game.
There you go. 6th inning, 4-0 Pleasant Hill on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen offering affordable residential and commercial trash service, roll-off dumpsters, Pike, Scott, Morgan County, and growing every day. 217-320-4320. Beautiful day for a softball game. Thought there was some rain in the forecast. That one on the outside corner, and like I said, he's been calling that pitch all day long, and it's an 0-2 count.
Hasn't given the bottom of the strike zone, but given that top a lot.
I don't think anybody's gotten the bottom. I think it's been low most of the time. 0-2 count to the leadoff hitter, Maddie Sitwell. Takes that one inside. And a 1-2 count.
Good take, as that ball was right on the edge.
Sidwell from the back looks like she could be twin sister to McKenna Winchell. Not quite as tall, slender built. She is the shortstop. The pitch right down the middle, little fly ball over the second baseman's head, and Friesmeyer will come up and get that base hit and bring it back in. So the 4-hitter in Sidwell gets the hit, her second of the ball game. She's 2 for 3 today, and is kind of the hitting star of this group. Here comes Sadie Schultes, who struck out her last time, flew out to the pitcher her first time, and Pleasant Hill's got something going on here in the 6th with their leadoff hitter up. Top of the 6th inning, they lead 4-0. The pitch up high for a ball. You know, I don't know about Lily McElfresh, but, you know, bunting that runner over with nobody out, keeping that running going, making you field the ball.
I would do it.
Ball gets out over the second baseman. It's a base hit a lot in softball. Those are some pretty hearts in softballs. Go Lady Wolves. That's a very design-maiden little text message. Thank you. 217-473-5151. Pleasant Hill leads at 4-0. They've got a runner at first with nobody out. And here is Sadie Schultes. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. What I got is it 1 and 2?
It's 1 and 2, I believe.
That's what it says on the board. Guess we'll see. I must have missed something. Henry on the mound, rocks back, throws a little change up, foul ball, right side. Now it's 1 and 2.
For sure.
We don't have to worry about it. We're both right. Jeremy Womble's coaching at first base. The third base coach is Ryan Lowe. He also helps with football when they have it. He's a busy man, along with being the principal and a lot of other things. Ronnie Edwards, probably the only other guy that works that hard. Corby Edwards works twice as hard as either one of them. He works with the Damon Plumbing guys who will do a great job for you. The next, change up, strike 3. That was a pretty pitch. And Schultes couldn't do anything with it. That was just a fine pitch by Emma Henry as she changed speeds that time, and Schultes had the timing, but the changeup kind of got her. One out now with a runner at first base, and Lily McElfresh bats. Struck out, but was able to get to first base on a pass ball and then grounded out to the pitcher. First pitch down low. Henry blocks it, slides over. Those junior high baseball catchers should watch that one. That's a nice play.
It was, but if the young lady is getting her secondary lead there over at first base, she probably takes second on that still.
Ground ball back to the pitcher. They turn to second, throw it to the shortstop. Not enough time to get it to first as Henry kind of lobbed it to second. So a fielder's choice will let McElfresh go to first. The play will go 2-6 for the second out of the inning to Walston. And with 2 outs, here comes the designated player in Allie Netzel. Netzel bats for Abby Henderson.
I feel like she didn't throw it harder because the shortstop wasn't quite there yet.
Yep, you got to know she's going to be there and fire it there, but she didn't want to throw it into center field, that's for sure. 2 outs now with a runner at first. And that runner is McElfresh, and here's the pitch to the designated player. Strike one down the middle. Henry's thrown a nice game, just a couple of pitches to a couple of batters and a couple of errors. Has allowed Pleasant Hill to plate 4 runs.
I think the Pikeland girls are calling their own game today, aren't they, Jack?
I have no idea. Foul ball on the right side. In softball most of the time, that's not really unusual. Baseball coaches like to call pitches. A lot of coaches will let their catchers call it, but in softball, I don't know that I've seen a lot of
Ryan
coaches.
Lowe calls the game, though.
Well, I understand he does, but I haven't seen a lot of them that do that.
Okay.
The next, right down the middle, strike 3.
Strike. It is strike 3.
Strike 3, and that's the third out of the inning. I was going to say.
You and the umpire were the only 2 on the field that knew.
Slow motion on that one, but Phil and I had it, no problem. And the third out of the inning. 2 strikeouts, and on a fielder's choice, a put out to second from the pitcher. We've played 5.5 innings. Trash Queen scoreboard, 4-0 Pleasant Hill, with the Lady Braves coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th. It's getting late. Hope you'll stay tuned. Trash Queen scoreboard and the Central Illinois Sports broadcast.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
Bottom of the 6th inning here on Central Illinois Sports. John Hall manning the camera and doing the color today. Jack Hall alongside here bringing you the play-by-play. 4-0 is the lead for the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves, and it'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, and Gracie Henry, Taylor Peebles, and Kinley Gerard. Anybody gets on, Emma Henry will bat. This is a key inning for Ava Wombles. Her and Winchell have been a good team today, right down the middle, and she gets ahead to the number 3 hitter right off the bat. You know, if you're behind, you should be taking a strike, and Ava Womble said that's the way we play it too, so I'm going to throw a strike. That's what you want to do, is put a little pressure on each other. And right now, Pleasant Hill, oh, there's a ball hit down the right field line. That's going to go to the wall, maybe a triple. Here comes Henry around second. She'll go into third with no problem whatsoever. And Grace Henry, the catcher, stops as Ava Wombles fields the ball with a stand-up triple. She hit that ball on the nose, and that's the one you needed when you had those 2 runners on in the last inning, which would have plated a couple, but nobody on, leading off. Stand-up triple for Grace Henry, her first hit of the day. And here comes Taylor Peebles, who reached on a base on balls her last time. She's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout back in the second. So she needs some contact here. Outfielders are playing a little deeper in center and right field. Left fielder playing pretty shallow.
Still be looking to take a strike.
That ball's down low for a ball, right at the knees. Henry needs to be careful because you're down 4-0. The right fielder seems to be shielding her eyes with her glove a little bit. It's always a tough field there. No hat or visor on by her. Now she's got the arm up there kind of shielding it. Wombles goes back to work with a 1-0 count. Nobody out and the runner at third. That one right down the middle and a 1-1 count.
It amazes me that softball players play with no hat, no visor, no nothing most of the time. That would drive me crazy.
Shortstop's got one, I believe, doesn't she?
She does.
She doesn't wear a face mask, and the right fielder's got a hat. Yeah. The next. Foul ball, straight back. And the count goes to 1-2 on Taylor Peebles, the third baseman. Makes it a little tougher. You're really going to have to choke up and be a little punch and Judy hitter here because Womble's probably going to
make contact.
Going to throw you a little rise ball or something here. Maybe that drop ball that she's relied on some. She throws it more than most. Gets the sign from Winchell. Rocks and fires. Rise ball up, and Peebles is able to lay off of that one in a 2-2 count. Key on that is you don't want to start that rise ball quite that high. It's easier to recognize, but you're only 46 foot away. You got to make a decision pretty quick. Maybe 45. I'm kind of lost track on that one. Swing and a miss as she throws that pitch a little bit of an off speed and a strikeout for the first out of the inning. And here comes Kinley Gerard. If I'm Gerard, I'm going to kind of square up and try to punch the ball to the shortstop on a bunt that's hard enough that maybe I can beat it out. I know that takes some good back control for a young lady who used to be a sophomore, but now she's a seventh grader. I made her
terrible.
Kinda,
she lost
a
few years there.
She tries to bunt the ball, but a rise ball by Wombles makes it very hard to bunt that ball, and both sides kind of were thinking what I was thinking there. When Wombles saw that, she went ahead and threw the rise ball. And here's the thing. When you're gripping that softball, you can't really change your pitch in motion. It's a little hard because of the way you grip the ball. But the no-out leadoff triple still down at third base is Grace Henry. The next, a swing and a miss, and Gerard just couldn't catch up to the rise ball that time. And an 0-2 count. Shortstop comes over and covers third. Third baseman kind of stays in her spot. One out now with 2 strikes on the batter, Gerard, batting fifth today. She usually bats about eighth. Takes it up high for a ball, and the count goes to 1-2. But with Brown missing, they shook the lineup up, moved Stanball up to second, and moved Gerard up into the fifth spot. Emma Henry waits on deck. Foul ball, left side, out of play. We'll do it all over again as Gerard's hanging tough that time.
Jack, are you surprised with 2 strikes that the first baseman still playing as far up the line as she is?
Yeah,
I think you could go back and play normal now.
Yeah, they don't give you anything, but yeah, I'd probably go back and give myself a little bit of room. Because you need the out. You can give up the run here. I mean, you'd like to have the shutout, but whatever. The next one, Gerard hits a foul ball straight back at us, and she's hanging tough here.
I'm just thinking it's a long way for you to go, even on a ball hit to the shortstop. You got to make it back to that first base.
Well, if the ball's hit to you, you're going to have to really hustle because nobody's going to get to first base to cover it usually.
Yeah.
Bottom of the 6th, 4-0 Pleasant Hill. The pitch. Foul ball again. Gerard fouls it off. Hits the top of the covering.
Doing a nice job.
Bang there.
Doing a nice job staying alive here. Fighting off tough pitches.
Yeah, 3 fouls in a row. That's really hard for somebody with her youth. 1-2 count with 1 out. The pitch. Ground ball. Fouled it off again, did Gerard. And you got to like the at-bat. The youngster's really fighting hard here. That's why she got moved up to the 5th hole today.
Even just find a little slap hit through the middle of the field there would be one to score a run there.
Ball in contact. That one low, a little drop ball, and Wombles gets a strikeout, her 2nd in a row after giving up the triple. And here comes Emma Henry, who had a double her first time, struck out swinging her last time. And you can bet Ava Wombles is it's a battle inside the game. She doesn't want to give up a run. And Henry, the pitcher on the other side, wants to kind of make it hurt here and at least give up a run or get a run by getting a base hit. A lot of room up the middle right now. The pitch. Henry goes after the first one, and that's a rise ball, and it's a swing and a miss, strike 1. If she can get you over balance there like she did that time, she's got a tremendous advantage, says Ava Wombles. readjusts the mask, gets the sign from Winchell, rocks back and brings the next. Another rise ball and an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes. Trying to pitch around that leadoff triple by Grace Henry, and she's just 1 strike away, is Ava Womble. Hits the ball where she wants it. Throws the little drop ball. It's down low and a 1-ball, 2-strike count. The big thing there is, while you're trying to work at that pitch going up, now she throws that pitch, it goes down. But she never has really started it high enough to get it for a strike today, and I think it's just a waste pitch.
Not a called strike.
Yeah.
She got it for a strike on Gerard, though.
1-ball, 2-strike count. Fouled back by Henry. That's Emma. Gracie Henry at third. The Midwest Snowy Girls trying to put a run on the board here. Not going to ice the game, but, kind of a cute little saying, I guess. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third, 4-0 Pleasant Hill. Bottom of the sixth. Braves trying to get on the scoreboard. Henry takes one low and outside. That's a 2-2 count. If that ball was a little higher, he's called that
Tough
today.
take.
So that is a tough take. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count now. And the pitch. Rise ball up high. They wanted it at the letters, didn't get the call that time. Might have been close to the strike zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. The home plate umpire stares down the third base, or the first base box.
Might have heard a comment over there.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wombles rocks back. Down low, and she walks Henry. 4th walk of the day, 1st and 3rd now with Walston up to bat. Walston reached on a base on balls her last time, struck out swinging her first time. She bats here in the bottom of the 6th. And another little bit of a scoring threat, but they've got to have that 2-out hit do the Lady Braves, and the Lady Wolves are fighting it off. They've been able to make that happen a couple of times today.
Henry's on the corners now.
Henry's on the corner. First pitch up high for a ball. They'll try to throw the ball to shortstop. Girl was off the base. And Henry, I don't know what she was doing there, but, your run doesn't mean much, and she just about got picked off.
Probably should have dove back in.
Without sliding,
yeah.
She's probably lucky she got the call.
Yeah.
1 ball, no strikes. Sister Emma stole second base, and I don't think that's a gimme, quite honestly. It was for them, but I'd probably try to throw her out. Pitch down low for a ball and a 2-0 count on McKinley Walston. Rivera waits on deck. She's got room for McKinley Walston at first base. Been able to handle the 8-9 hitters pretty easy. That one's down low and a 3-0 count on McKinley Walston. She's not really wanting to give in to her. A 3-2 count the last time in the 5th inning. Now in the 6th inning, it's a 3-0 count. You got to be taken all the way.
Yeah.
The next, it's in there at the knees.
Yeah, that wasn't an automatic either.
No, well, 3-0 sometimes it almost is.
Well, I understand, but I mean where that pitch was not.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Walston swings and misses, and the count is full with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Wombles would like to keep that 8-9 hitters for the next inning, who they've got to bring off the bench to do some pinch hitting. But I guess we might see the next. Walston drives the ball to right field. Will it be fair? It is a fair ball down the line. That's going to score 2. Walston's going to go all the way to 3rd on a stand-up triple. Will they round it here with the throw? They'll get it back to the shortstop. They're going to try to score here, and she's going to be out at the plate. She picks up 2 RBIs, gets the triple, and a nice throw by the shortstop gets her out, and the play goes 9-6-2 for the 3rd out of the inning. That was the 3rd out. 2 runs are plated, and it's a 4-2 ball game. And the only thing about that is, John, is you would have had the 8-hitter batting and been closer to the top of the lineup if you wouldn't have tried it. But they tried it down by a couple of runs, and now it's a 4-2 ball game as we head to the top of the 7th on the Trash Queen scoreboard. It's the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves 4 and the Braves of Pikeland 2. We're back with more on Central Illinois Sports.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice. Have confidence that what you are putting in your engine is not only going to get you there, but take you further. When you choose FS, you can be confident you are maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Dandy ball game as the Braves of Pikeland score a couple of runs before the batter McKinley Walston was put out on a nice play, 9-6-2. It went from the right fielder to the shortstop to the plate to Winchell, and they were able to get her out. McKinley Walston drove it down the right field line, put it in the corner as far away as you could. Now the 8 and 9 hitters for Pleasant Hill with Reese McKinnon, Kaylee O'Toohill, and Caitlin Barham at the top of the lineup will be the first 3 here. First pitch down low for a ball. Now it's important for Emma Henry to come right back and try to get Pleasant Hill out. Her team trails 4-2 on the Trash Queen scoreboard, 217-320-4320. That's Trash Queen. That one down the middle for strike one at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Been a dandy game. Pleasant Hill jumped out in the first inning with 2 runs, scored 2 more in the third. Henry's held them scoreless since then, and her team plated a couple in the last inning on Walston's hit. Now foul ball off on the right side, which has been about where every foul ball's been.
Both of these pitchers throw the ball hard enough, that's where it's going to be most of the time.
1-2 count. A lot of right-handed batters, too.
Yeah,
right?
that too, yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 7th inning on Central Illinois Sports. That one down low for a ball and a 2-2 count. A lot of fans out in left field. Couple still out and right. They must have been getting along again. They're standing closer together now.
They decided it was more lucky to stick together than separate, I guess.
See. Next pitch up high for a ball, and the count's full on the number 8 hitter in Reese McKinnon, who is the second baseman.
Provided only 1 target then, see.
McKinnon plays the field left-handed, bats right-handed. She'll step back in. And the pitch from Henry. Ground ball. Second baseman makes the play, tosses over to first. That's a dandy play by Gerard. Tough play, 4-3 for the first out of the inning. I'll tell you what, she stretched out and believed she could stop that one and did. Now Kaylee Toohill bats 9th. She's been caught looking her last 2 times.
The only chance you had at getting an out there was the second baseman fielding it. If the first baseman fields it, it's going to be a hit.
Yep, because nobody's going to be at first. But I'll tell you, the first baseman hung in there, and by the time Gerard fielded the ball, she was a half a toss away from getting it to first base. She was almost at first herself.
Yep.
Toohill batted in the 3rd and the 5th. She bats here and attempts a bunt.
Tree offer.
Takes strike 1. Glad for all of you to text us today. Hope you'll always do that. 217-473-5151. Enjoying bringing you the games. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Spend your money with them. That one right down the middle for strike 2. And Emma Henry on the mound throwing it into Sister Grace. Tori Stanball at first. Kinley Gerard at second. McKinley Walston at short. And Taylor Peebles at third. Rivera, Friesmeyer, and Patterson around the outfield. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 strikeouts in a day. And here's the top of the lineup in Caitlin Barrowman, who was a strikeout victim back in the first, flew out to the catcher and then grounded out to the first baseman unassisted. Ground ball, first baseman. She'll field it again, and Stanball will get the out. 3 unassisted. We have played 6.5. The Braves need 2 to tie, 3 to win as we head to the bottom of the 7th on the Trash Queen scoreboard on Central Illinois Sports.
Since 1962, Logan Ag has provided customers with quality products, competitive prices, and...
But what about the new locations, Grampy?
What new location?
Well, boys, Logan Ag now has locations in Winchester, Illinois, and in LaBelle, Missouri.
So now there are 4?
I'll be 4 this year.
Logan Ag, serving customers in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, Paris and LaBelle, Missouri.
Our vision for agriculture is 2020.
You can plan for most things in your life, but being sick isn't one of them. That's why Illini Express has expanded hours so your family can get the care you require. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Illini Express can see patients 18 months and older, no appointment necessary. When you can't wait to feel better, Illini Express is here for you. Located on the square in Pittsfield. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org.
The 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Pikeland, just like Pleasant Hill had in the last half inning, will bat here. Your local Save-A-Lot in Pittsfield is our sponsor for the bottom of the 7th, here to serve you with high-quality grocery items for the entire family. Drive a little, save a lot. Join them for the Back the Blue event Saturday, September 5th to show your support for our law enforcement officers. Get one of those shirts and more. It'll be Erin Rivera, who grounded out to the third baseman her last time. She bats left-handed. She's got good pop on the ball. And John will tell you she's got a solid left-handed swing, but Ava Wombles has been tough today. She rocks back and brings the first. It's down low for a ball. And the Lady Braves are getting loud in the dugout.
One of the first times I've not seen her swing at the first pitch, though, Jack. So
yeah.
She usually is swinging, making contact on those first pitches.
Wombles rocks back, brings the next one, and that time Rivera tried to pop it over the third baseman's head, but it goes foul into the fence in front of the dugout of the Lady Braves, who sit in the first or third base box. First base is where Pleasant Hill's at, and the Lady Saki softball scoreboard tells us it's a 4-2 Pleasant Hill lead in the bottom of the 7th. Rivera takes it down low. She's able to check her swing and a 2-1 count. That's a good pitch by Wombles. That was kind of one of those either-ors and kind of low and outside, but close to the strike zone.
Almost looked like a slider in baseball, Jack.
Swing and a miss as Rivera was kind of leaning back on that one, and a 2-2 count. You must be getting some conversation because the home plate umpire continues to look down that right first base dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out. That one down low for a ball. And a 3-2 count.
Catcher's been trying to sell some pitches there, and the coach is down at in the first base.
I think the scorers are doing most of the talking.
Yeah.
3-2 count. 4 or 5 walks today by Womble. Right down the middle, and she gets strike 3 on Rivera.
Nice pitch.
For the first out of the inning. So nobody on and 1 out. And it'll bring up Patterson, a left-hander. And the infielders all give her a high five. Now they're kind of having a little conversation down there.
Just let them know we're not going to keep talking.
You want to be quiet once you get that warning, or you're liable to disappear. And then you'd have to miss the next game.
And you have a lead,
and
you're
not playing many games. You don't want to lose one of those. Shh. 1 out, nobody on. Patterson takes the first pitch up high for a ball. The other thing is you're not helping yourself, because on the close pitches, if you get an umpire that bothers a little bit, like he's been conversing there, you might not get the pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. That one down low for a ball, and a 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And it's tough because you're coaching your kids, and that makes a difference too. Wombles, who's had a good game today, throws it up high in a 3-0 count on the number 9 hitter in Carly Patterson.
Wombles has shown the ability to come back from this, though, so don't expect her to give in here.
Nice job by Winchell going out to talk to her. Don't forget, Bowler's Universe has got specials on Wednesday, the Taco Day, 3 for $5, quesadillas $5, loaded nachos $5. Buy one, get one free wings and apps on Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday, the craft beer pizza crust. It's delicious. I had it. 285-6913. Call ahead. Get your food. 3-0 count on the number 9 hitter. She looks over at the bench, does Wombles, then looks into her catcher and brings the next. It's in there for a strike and a 3-1 count. Third baseman playing in as she has most of the day, as is the first baseman. 4-2, bottom of the 7th. Pleasant Hill with the lead. Next one down low for a ball, and that'll be ball 4. And you know, you ought to know that. You got to hustle down there.
When you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks on the day. Nope, 4 walks on the. No, 5 walks on the day. Runner at first with one out, back to the top of the lineup, and Kelsey Friesmeyer. You need two if you're the Braves, so a bunt probably isn't in order now. First one down low from Friesmeyer. Remember what we saw on Saturday where the guy got picked off at third with 2 outs down by 4 runs? Well, if you're the runner at first, you do not want to get picked off right now.
No, you should be the safest runner ever.
Ground ball, foul ball. Winchell grabs it with the big mitt, and the count's even at 1-1. I mean, you're important, but you're not important enough to make an out on the bases at this point.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike the count with 1 out. 4-2 Pleasant Hill, bottom of the 7th. Little change-up, foul ball, and Friesmeyer got the bat out there, but just really wasn't trying to swing and just caught it a little bit. Goldsmith does that a lot of times. He'll check his swing and hit a ground ball in the infield.
Only about our second or third changeup of the day from Wombles, though, isn't it, Jack? Not very many.
She hasn't thrown many. She's thrown some other pitches, but not a changeup much. She's got it in her repertoire, though. 1-2 count, 1 out, runner at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss on 1 out of the strike zone for the strikeout, the second out of the inning. And Stanball comes to the plate where she's been caught looking 3 straight times in the first, third, and fifth innings. She's got to have a tough bat right here. Does Tori Stanball.
Needs to take a strike first.
She got moved up into the second spot, a little different place for her. Runner at first, 2 outs. First one in there for strike 1. And, you know, Ryan Lowe said we've scouted these guys well. We know them well, and so they kind of know who they want to pitch to and who they don't with no count, no 1 count on Stanball. Next one in there for strike 2, and Womble's not messing around. Stanball's got to be ready to swing here. Look for the rise ball, trying to get the strikeout. Sign from Winchell. 0-2 count. The pitch. Right down the middle, strike 3, and that's the ball game. And she strikes out the side around a 1-out walk. No runs on, no hits. A girl left, and that's the ball game. Final count in this one, 4-2 in favor of the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves over the Lady Braves. They'll play again later in the season. This was a game got scheduled late because of both teams seeing a cancellation. We'll come back and wrap it up on the post-game show. The Trash Queen scoreboard says Pleasant Hill's Lady Wolves 4 and the Braves of Pikeland 2. More comes your way after this.
Geared Up is your local source for custom apparel and awards. Geared Up offers a wide variety of apparel options, including embroidery, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos. We do it all. Ask us how we can help you raise funds for your local school or organization. Find us online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up custom apparel and awards.
Cascom offers fiber optic services to your business needs with a local 24/7 support. Whether you are a small or large-sized business, Cascom has the correct level of broadband and services you need to help grow and be successful. There will be no time for downtime when you are trying to be reliable for your business. Upgrade business needs today and call Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Dandy ball game. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you all for listening today. You know, we get a lot of thank yous from people, but thank those sponsors, because without them we couldn't be here, and without them we wouldn't be able to bring you the broadcast. And with the situation we're in right now, we're going to be here to bring you a lot of broadcasts, so we're going to need lots of sponsorship to make it happen. Junior high girls basketball, boys junior high basketball, and then high school girls and boys, and the rest of the softball and baseball season, only a couple of weeks left. And it takes sponsors to be able to do it, folks, so we hope you'll support us. Call Charlie at 217-473-6290. You can also send him an email at wegearyouup@gmail.com.
Shopgearedup@gmail.com.
Or jacksihall@yahoo.com. My number is 473-5151. John doesn't care if you see him. Tell him you'd like to sponsor, too. We'd appreciate it. just $100 a month, or you can be a liner sponsor for just $50. Well, Pleasant Hill was able to score 2 runs in the first on a double by Winchell and a home run by Ava Wombles. Then in the third inning, Winchell would reach on an error by the shortstop, Wombles on an error by the third baseman, and then a base hit by Maddie Sidwell scored 2 more runs, and they were able to hold on for that 4-run lead. The Braves scored 2 runs with a triple by Grace Henry in the 6th inning to lead things off. Then a base on balls by Emma Henry, and then a triple by McKinley Walston, who was thrown out at home trying to stretch that into a home run and make it a 1-run game, but she made it a 2-run game, and that was the scoring in the ball game, 4-2. Ava Wombles, the winning pitcher, and Emma Henry, the losing pitcher. Kind of tough luck on that one. I think we've got another girls softball game as the Lady Braves will be playing Rushville, and I think that's on Thursday. We'll also have a 7th grade boys game that day as Charlie will take care of that one. Tomorrow we'll have the Pikeland Braves 8th graders heading to Camp Point Central, and Charlie and I will be on the air at about 4:15 for the 4:30 contest there. John, final thoughts on the day?
Good game today, Jack. Just, both teams really pitched the ball very well, and Pleasant Hill able to get some runs. And as you said, they were the team that had kind of been in this situation before, playing those close games as they've been to state a couple years in a row. We can guarantee, unfortunately, this year that they will not go back as no state tournament this year, regionals only. Just
regionals, but they moved to 6-2, and the Lady Braves, I think, dropped to 5-1 on the season, if I'm not mistaken. More comes your way in softball, I think, on Thursday. It may be Wednesday. Check out CentralIllinoisSports.com for that. What do you got,
Judd? Jack,
I've got the schedule. I just didn't look at it. That's my own fault.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Yep. So we'll be off on Wednesday. We'll have a game tomorrow, and then also on Friday we'll have more baseball action for you, I do believe. And it may be softball. You never know. It's baseball, Liberty, and Griggsville Perry. That's going to do it from here. A 4-2 final for the Lady Wolves over the Lady Braves. And I'm Jack Hull reminding you to hug your kids and tell them you love them and let them know the Lord Jesus Christ loves them even more than we do. Make sure they have a relationship with him. Hug them tight each and every day. You never know what's going to happen. 4-2 the final. The Lady Wolves beat the Lady Braves. This has been a Central Illinois Sports presentation.